Zoella,
Oh, God.
would you say that you owe her your career?
No. But I owe that calendar everything. Would I take back the Zoella Advent calendar? Not in a million years. It's still one of the funniest videos I've ever made. I still stand by it 100%. And that's why I keep regurgitating the same jokes, because it's almost a meme of itself at this point.
Shall we talk about something people care about?
If they've got 1 hour 20 into a fucking podcast I don't care about, then...
Zoella,
Oh, God.
would you say that you owe her your career?
No. But I owe that calendar everything. Do you know what I mean? I owe that fucking calendar everything. If she hadn't have uploaded that, I'd still be fucking on 200k sitting at home. It's funny because it's like a blessing and a curse, because did Zoella come down and go, guys, subscribe to JaackMaate, he's really funny, and then I get a million and then I get a million subscribers, in which case I'd have to sit here going, fair play, Zoe, you made me. She made that shit calendar. She was so out of touch. I took it upon myself to make the comedy video about it. I don't owe her my career, but I owe a large part of my channel to that terrible product.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I owe Zoe a career, no. Zoe and Alfie definitely helped me more than anyone.
Most.
yeah, but not from their own accord. So I'll never go, thank you for that, guys. But thank you for making that calendar.
But at the same time, it's quite a strange moment for you, because in your interview with True Geordie, he mentioned that you could have rode a wave there.
Yeah.
That you didn't.
That stuck with me for a while, him saying that.
Why did you back away? It's a moment where you had everything going your way.
Yeah.
And you did a very JaackMaate video.
Yeah.
On that, and you could have continued to do more JaackMaate videos.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
It comes down to having to care about the video. So I cared about the calendar because when I researched what was in it before it had come, so I knew opening them doors what was going to be in it. What was so funny to me, I will get onto that, but what was so funny to me about that calendar, if we can just get this to 8 minutes, that'd be great. What was so funny to me about about that calendar is just how bad it was, right? So I knew one of the doors was like a fluffy ball, and I knew the other one was a pen, which people clip out. A pen! But I never knew how bad it was. So I thought, like, when I read online, like, a gold-plated pen, I thought, still doesn't seem like 50 quid to me, but that's what, if it's a heavy ballpoint weighted pen, maybe, yeah. And then you open the door, and it's... I laugh now because I can't believe it. Like, it was like, it was like opening each door. It was like 12 doors. I'm opening each door going, that's 100k views. That's got to be 500,000 now, isn't it? And then, like, the fact that she gives you a pen and a pencil case, 2 separate doors. You got to have a pen for a day, unprotected. Tomorrow you can put it away. But so I guess what True Geordie was saying about that calendar video, because that blew up. Just to give you a bit of context. About 6 months before that, I was saying to Fee about how I might not be able to do YouTube again, because my goal for every... Do you remember what my goal was per video?
Not back then.
30k.
Oh, that's a low goal.
Per video. And me and my friend Tom Norris were doing a podcast, JaackMaate podcast, and I did an interview with Jimmy Conrad, who I love to bits, loveliest guy on YouTube. And I posted it, and I went on a night out, and it had been about 4 hours, and I was like... Usually it'll be on about 25k, and I looked and I can't remember, it was on like 3k. And I was like, shit, my channel's dead, it's gone. I uploaded that, and by the way, I filmed that video on a whim because I'd written a whole... How mad's this? I'm not a believer in fate, but it's weird how these things work out, yeah? I scripted it as a rant. I scripted the whole thing as a rant. Like me sat in my loft, in my shed, going, look how fucking terrible this is. A pen.
Without the calendar?
Without the calendar. No, sorry, I had the calendar, but it was like I was going to have the products and go, look, this is and tell you and deconstruct why it's a bad product.
So you weren't going to do it as a sketch,
which
essentially
yeah.
it was.
And then at the last minute, I thought, oh, I'm going to do this. The idea was to do it in a style of how Zoella would do it about a product.
Yeah.
So today I've got these lovely candles. So I got my cousin Jamie to come down. We did it on a whim. Some of it was scripted, but probably less was scripted about that than most of my other videos. And then it all changed. And I was saying about 30k being my goal. I filmed it. I realise I get quite angry about it when I'm like, all you got to do, guys, is put it all in the pencil case and lob it in the fucking bin. And I launch it at my fucking window. And I've edited the whole thing. I kept in the elements with Jamie speaking behind the camera because I thought his comments were funny. And I had it uploaded privately. And I went to the pub and I was with a couple of mates. And I said to him, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it. Because bear in mind, I'd called them out before, but never to that extreme where I'm absolutely ripping. And I didn't know the legalities around slagging off a product like that.
Yeah.
And I had a few pints and I just posted it. And for the first 15 minutes, it was dead. It was dead. It probably got about 6-7 comments. And I was like, oh, my channel is really dead. And then over the space of the next hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I think I went to sleep that night. It was on 200k. And I was like, 200k? 30k is my goal, 200k. And the thing that really changed for me, which I saw in that evening, was, people didn't like me. A lot of the community didn't like me. Some probably still don't. Most probably still don't. To this day, I'm shocked at how many influencers, content creators DM me that night. And we're like, that's class. That product's mental. So when people think JaackMaate, the big bad wolf, like calling out that calendar, you'll be surprised at how many people, I don't want to say close to her, that's unfair, but like big YouTubers that have probably like collaborated and stuff like that. So it's like, you might think I was the big bad wolf for making a comedy sketch about a terrible product, but some of her mates are like even saying the same thing. So it's a bit of a weird one. Yeah.
But why didn't you ride the wave?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's going where you actually wanted to go.
Yeah, I did. True Geordie said that. It's weird you picked that out because I think about that a lot. But I think that's probably another reason to kind of pat myself on the back a little bit, like a little bit of a testament to me. Because although it was more views and more ad revenue and more subscribers than I could have ever dreamed of, it wasn't. That video was firmly what I wanted to do. Nothing else come up. What I thought was that interesting. Like if the James Charles stuff had happened 2 days later,
probably would have been able to do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, really?
No, because it's not a case of nothing. Sorry, it's not a case of nothing came up. Nothing came up that I cared about.
Yeah.
So it was like, I can't do it. That's why I used to always think, that's mad that like, I'm Alex goes, so-and-so, we need to stop. Like, we need to stop this person. Must be stopped. We need to stop. It's like, he was doing it every 3 days at one point. Now, of course, get that ad revenue, boy. Secure that bag. Live it while you can. But I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do it. I had to find it funny in myself to do it. And that's why 3 years on, I'm still making jokes about the same product, because I still find it funny.
Yeah.